Oh. No one can escape their past. The sins we've committed, and the sadness we have caused. No matter how far we run, our past remains, as ever present as the moon in the sky. I've seen that shot so many times because of the... It looms in wait for the day we are forced to face it. But only in doing so can we truly make peace and move on in hope towards tomorrow.
December 20th, 1:23 p.m. Write anything agency.
They took Athena from the courtroom straight to the station. She's probably being questioned at this very moment. After this past year, I took it for granted that those two would always be here. But now, Apollo has gone off on his own to seek out his own truth. And my pursuit of the truth only ended up with Athena becoming a new suspect. Some boss I turned out to be.
It's even quieter in here than usual.
Yeah. It seems so empty, too.
I just don't get it, Daddy. All of your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid.
Yeah, and I still believe it was. At least, based on what we know.
But now, Athena is the one who's being accused.
During the trial for the bombing and the murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center, the lighter used by the real culprit was found. This lighter proved the defendant Solomon Starbuck innocent. But Athena's prints were found on it instead. And she was subsequently arrested for the murder. It's been a minute. I've gone through some troubles.
But Athena couldn't have done it. It just doesn't make any sense.
No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out. Ugh! Where is the flaw in my reasoning? What have I got wrong with this case?
You know, Daddy, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'd be out there doing something. You are going to defend Athena, right, Daddy?
Of course I will. And thanks, Trucy. God, I needed that push. Trucy's right. The trial is tomorrow, and there's no time to waste. If I'm going to prove Athena's innocence, I'd better get out there and find some evidence.
Off we go then. We're on the hunt for evidence that'll prove Athena's innocence.
Great, but before we go, I better tidy up the evidence I have on hand. Unnecessary evidence I've left at the office. Athena's probably still in the middle of being questioned. So, Trucy's right. Thing to start with is to talk to people at the Space Center. Okay.
Lol,
Space
Trucy's
bombing
right.
center.
I remembered it's time!
Oh boy.
Present
I guess
that
presenting your attorney's badge. It's like your quick trick, huh, Daddy?
So it's just a trick to you, huh?
Well, you are one of the talents in our Right Anything agency, after all. But I have to say that an attorney's badge won't get many laughs.
Oh. No, I don't care if I get any laughs. As long as I clear my client's name.
That's a good one, Daddy.
What? I'm no match for you, though, Trucy. Feel like mild insult. Mild burn. Okay, what you got? So, what should we do, Trucy? What do you think I should start with?
I still can't believe Apollo really left us.
And it was so sudden.
Maybe he got tired of being my assistant for my magic tricks?
I don't think it's your fault, Trucy.
But I made him clean the toilet a lot.
Oh,
And I made him go bring in the newspaper.
that's not that bad.
It was my fault, I just know
Oh.
it, Apollo.
I really don't think it was your fault, Trucy. But I didn't realize Apollo was wearing so many hats around here either. Oh, maybe it was me.
Man, it's fucked up how she made me do all that stuff.
The voice of Apollo in my head. The trauma. No, I gotta get more evidence. But any other ideas?
How could they suspect Athena? It's just ridiculous. It must be some kind of conspiracy.
Conspiracy, huh? Well, it's certainly some kind of mistake, that's for sure.
First of all, we have to bust Athena out of the detention center.
Huh?
Then we have to chase down the people who framed her.
Huh?
Then we'll sneak around the world from Kiev to Carolina with the fuzz hot in our tails.
Huh? Isn't that exactly the same plot of the movie you just watched the other day? What am I gonna do with you? Alright, I'm out. See you later.
Oh, bye.
December 20th, Cosmos Space Center. Entrance.
Director Cosmos. 1 second, sir. Do you have a minute?
Yeah. Galactic scooter, full speed ahead.
Oh. Director! He scooted away. Ugh.
His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy.
Oh, he came with me? Oh, okay.
Of course I did.
I didn't notice. Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today. I guess we should carry on. He's gone real in the distance. That thing must, like a 100cc scooter or... Anyway, the boarding line, sorry. Getting sidetracked.
December 20th, Cosmos Space Center, boarding lounge.
We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey! Mr. Starbrook, you've been released, huh?
Yup, and I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. You've given me a second chance to fly into space again. I can't thank you enough. Except...
Oh, God.
Oh,
Well, what's wrong? I thought I'd be happy to be acquitted.
As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Sykes.
He saw Athena?
I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me. Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you can go back into space someday.
I'm sure she said it a little bit more enthusiastically than that. But,
You think I can do better?
sure, Mr. Starbuck, I believe in you. But that sounds like Athena, all right. I can just picture it.
But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. She's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice to me and give me that big smile.
She held back her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena.
There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free. And then they can put me in prison instead. I don't mind.
Can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm gonna give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you.
I know she'll be alright with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her.
And neither will the background music. It's got my back.
Apollo has a fine boss to look up to.
Fucking music suddenly just came on. Well, after that, is there anything else we can talk about? You know, about the murder?
I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum.
What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing?
I haven't the foggiest idea. Oh. So there never was gonna be a launch that day. Not from the very beginning. I wonder if Clay knew.
I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed when you went to board the rocket.
It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. Oh. But I guess that's about how it goes when you're worth less than space debris.
Is he gonna be alright, Daddy?
We'll get it out in one side.
His expression looks as dark as a black hole.
Well, that's just how he is. Huh. And the murderer? Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer?
Not really. I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all.
Yeah, guess that was a little too much to hope for.
Hey, I heard something from the police though. They
Okay.
said they never did find a .10 caliber gun down the trash chute.
Oh, of course. Just as I thought, the culprit must have carried it away with them when they escaped.
So, was the person you saw holding a gun, Mr. Starbuck?
I couldn't really tell.
Yeah. But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female, tall or short?
I can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless.
Ugh.
When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see.
The door. Ah, yes. This door. So, from this angle, as I recall, they opened the door here as they made their escape.
The door to Launchpad 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, except right now the door leads to the Space Museum.
You mean the launch pad and the Space Museum are switched right now?
Yeah, they're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in court.
Ah, so they're recreating the conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's beyond that door now. Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us?
Sure, just let me have my print scanned here.
And yeah, about the switching launch pads. Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot?
Well, back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch the pads around at times.
But these days, Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right?
Right, because quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money.
I hear you. Times are tough.
Daddy, let's go check out what's beyond that door.
Sure, let's go.
Hey, why don't I come along? I can show you around.
Okay. I wanted to go myself. What? Leave?
Solomon Starbuck has joined the party.
Diddly-ding. Huh? What are these dead leaves? What are these dead leaves? What? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here. Oh, that's weird.
Maybe they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes. There are lots of trees around the Space Center.
She's right. It's a modern, state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees. But I don't know. If they were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes, wouldn't they have looked more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on.
Maybe there's some secret hatch in the corridor and they came in that way.
Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know.
Oh.
Oh. So, this is another one of the devices for opening the door, huh? Mr. Starbuck?
Well, I was looking around. Sorry. Yep. But this one doesn't require fingerprint verification.
I'm so glad you're showing us around well.
You just hit the button and open sesame.
So when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either.
That's right, Trutzy. Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints when they escaped back out of the Space Museum corridor into Boarding Lounge 2.
Launchpad 1 door lock, updated in the court record. Biometric door lock. Print authentication isn't required from Launchpad's side. 2 pages.
Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. And I imagine this corridor is built exactly like Launchpad 1's corridor. And that seems to be about it. But I forgot one thing. Remember this? Do you know anything about this piece of evidence?
No. Sorry, I'm so useless. Oh.
No, it's alright. There's no need to get all depressed. Oh. I don't know if we need to present anything else to Mr. Starbuck. We do have multiple places we can go. Oh wait, hold on. It just says head to the detention center. Would there be anything that we would present to him? Did we get anything more out of this apart from it just contains asteroid samples?
Not sure.
I feel like we've not talked much about the Hope Capsule, even in the previous court section.
The Hope Capsule was there because Clay was carrying it, and it was a point of contention about how they got down from the ladder.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
that's
he
true.
couldn't hold the capsule and him.
Yeah, at the same time. I remember. I'm just going to present the lighter to Starbuck here. Okay, no. Just checking, just in case. I feel like I wouldn't need to present anything else. Maybe this? No. Okay. Cool. Think we might be okay. Just double checking. Normally, like, Dual Destinies is pretty good at giving us good indications on when to move and when not to move. I guess we can recheck the entrance. Oh, hell, here we go.
December 20th, Cosmos Space Center entrance.
Oh, curse the wretch that sullied my good name! Reverse course and full speed away!
Director Cosmos, wait! Ugh. Ugh.
I'll handle this, Daddy. Take that!
Was that a knife? What was that sound? Trutsy, what the fuck?
Ah, the mobility system has been compromised!
Oh my god! Trutsy's knife throw was a direct hit from one of his tires. Why does she have a knife? Why are we not talking about this?
And this
magic knife.
continues.
Ugh.
Pero
Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what tricks she's been practicing. Not the knife?
My dear old battleship, we fought many a skirmish together. It has been an honor.
It's just like doing some sort of burial. I threw one throwing knife at it and it's dead.
Daddy, he's gonna blow that thing up.
The fuck? Nah. I bet all that button will do will make it go haywire. Again.
Very well. I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably.
Okay. Thanks,
Present
Director.
your badge, quick.
Oh, it's time. How about this? Excuse me, but about this piece of evidence.
Let me ask you a question. What will that object contribute to the future of mankind?
Get people acquitted? What? Not much, I guess. Not much! Not much, he says, looking at his badge. Not much, I guess.
Then how important could it be?
It shows I'm a lawyer? I guess not important.
Quite unlike the great historical figure, Yuri Cosmos.
Yay. If he is any more self-absorbed, he'll turn into his very own black hole. Ugh. I love how it's like Phoenix is like, oh, I guess it's not much. Because that's clearly like a generic evidence incorrect line. But that's like way funnier when you show the goddamn badge. Okay, tell us about the launch pads and the whole switching thing, Mr. Cosmos. Director, when you were talking in the court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why. I'd like Director Cosmos to tell us why he switched the two launch pads to begin with.
Please, I can't. I exercise my right to remain silent. But I will say, my hands were tied. I was only doing what I could to keep my men from getting caught in that blast. The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery, but I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed and I've been taken prisoner.
Oh! Yeah! No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ. Looks like I'll have to undo these Cyclocks if I want to get to the bottom of this. Let's go. Now, I'm gonna assume... take a wild guess. Ah, okay. So we have access to the Space Museum, which makes me think that there possibly is one more piece of evidence. I'm thinking game logically here. There's one more piece of evidence that we might need to get to actually break that Cyclock. At least maybe the last or second one. So, I'm gonna go ahead and check the Space Museum.
Let's go.
December 20th. Cosmos Space Center, Space Museum.
Wow, this place is crawling with cops.
Oh, looks like we won't be. Oh, that was weird. Looks like we won't be getting any investigating done here now. I guess we'll come back later. You were thinking too far ahead, player.
Don't blame us for unlocking it for you already.
And, oh, I guess not. Well, I checked. Okay, oh, yeah, are you doing talk?
You wanna talk about that some more?
I sure do. Take that!
Where did you go?
Behind the switching of the launch pads. I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the two launch pads.
I refuse. You can't make me. I can hold out longer than anyone.
I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now, let's see. Where to start? This is how you explained your motive for switching the two launch pads. You did it to save the astronauts. Thanks to you switching the launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket, far away from the actual explosion.
My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. How do you propose I had them board a fake rocket without them noticing?
I agree. You couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured it out by the instant they stepped into the Space Museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he'd been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off. I'm trying to remember where he was at the time.
I'd just like to remind you, in case you've forgotten, that Solomon Starbuck was drugged with its anti-anxiety meds when they were going onto the ship.
Right. Yeah, there was
And yes, Nixus, those are robots.
Anti-anxiety meds? Right.
He also wasn't the only astronaut that day.
Yeah. Which makes me think the only possible person it could be is Claire. I don't know what Aura... I'm trying to think what Aura was doing at this point. But I cannot remember.
He was on a different floor.
Right. Okay.
I think all we know is the latter thing about her.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with this, see if I'm right. Take that! You must have gotten Mr. Tarrant to help you.
Oh,
He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum.
oh, somebody help this poor prisoner roar.
How is he able to spin around like that? Look at him go! If you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have called off the launch?
If I could have done that, do you think I would have gone to all that trouble?
I guess he must have had a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. But how did you know to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident?
Well, that's because I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure my astronaut's safety.
But it was just a warning. It could have even been a prank. Why did you believe in it so completely?
Because I went to one of those mediums that everyone is talking about these days.
Oh, I didn't realize channeling was back in vogue. Besides, I thought it was you yourself that got the warning via the telephone.
Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communication system, you see.
AKA a regular old telephone.
It's been a while. Planning another launch? I see you haven't learned. I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call.
The bomber said, "It's been a while?" And that was enough for you to just take the threat seriously? Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before? Maybe. The culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident. That would be the Hat One... No? I must check my case notes. It's not the Hat One Miracle. Wait, hold on. Shit. It's one of these two. Was the miracle that he got away from the explosion?
The miracle was the launch itself.
Was it the launch
Miracle
itself?
was the one they made a movie about.
Yes.
Hat 2
Hat
was the
2 is
rocket
the-
that just exploded.
Yeah,
that's the
okay,
thing that's
right.
going on right now.
Yeah, I got them all mixed up a little bit, so yeah.
No, that's the wrong one.
What?
The rocket that just exploded.
Okay. Oh, right, okay. The Hat 2 bombing. That must have been where the answer to... that must be where the answer to your secret lies.
All hands, ready the galactic scooter's main turrets. Teach this blockhead what a precision shot is all about.
Ah! You got me! I guess I was way off with that one. Now, let's see. The culprit in the case was... The Hat One Miracle. The Hat One Miracle. That epic story of survival that I was getting mixed up with. People across the nation know it now as the heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by a current killer, wasn't it? Very few know about the previous plot, so when the caller said, "It's been a while," you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real, and it wasn't a prank.
Oh, didn't anyone ever tell you to go easy on an ex-serviceman? Yes. The Hat One Miracle was really a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. I even lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight.
Sabotage. Murder. So, this is the ugly truth behind the Hat One Miracle.
I let my guard down. I thought the saboteur had been caught and that the case was closed.
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. The murder at the Space Center 7 years ago? This must have been the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. Mm. 7 years ago.
There's a certain someone you know who is a prisoner.
Yeah.
Currently.
Really? It's just straight up.
Notes.
It's just straight up.
Read
It's
some
me,
notes.
Apollo
It also-
Justice.
Convicted,
It literally
says-
convicted at the murder of the Space Center 7 years ago. He's chasing a phantom he saw back then. Take that! Simon Blackwell, the murder suspect in a case that happened here 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage, were the same. So you thought that he committed both crimes? But while Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, you got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. It meant that the true culprit's been running free all this time.
Oh, how do you keep seeing straight through me?
Gotcha. Unlock successful. I'll ask you again, about those launch pads. The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hat 1 miracle. The sabotage and the murder that happened at this space center 7 years ago. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding.
If you really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads, we'll have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago.
7 years ago. You mean the so-called Hat 1 miracle?
The launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered outer space, then the troubles began. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme.
So, Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
Wow. I had no idea how such awful events were behind that exciting story of space heroism.
All that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints.
Specific dialogue. So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy.
A spy? You mean somebody who infiltrates a foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions? And always gets to go?
Yeah. Somebody's been watching way too many late-night movies. Ugh. Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material, it's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all.
Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D race. Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, we got a call before the launch, warning us of sabotage.
The same MO as this time.
Yes, and here I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong.
Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think?
Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same thing? I think. He's more like a samurai. Huh.
But there's a good reason we failed to find the real spy. A massive cover-up by the government. Government officials were too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy.
Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation.
They did indeed. And then to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story.
And that That was the Hat 1 miracle, wasn't it? But then, 7 years later, the same MO, advanced warning of sabotage, that must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads. Right. So, I was just thinking, it is just like 7 years ago. Because 7 years ago, the spy gave you the advance warning of their plans just like this time. That was what made you switch the launch pads, wasn't it?
That's right. The caller knew the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder, and they said, "You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?" I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me. We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor. It was quite a moving speech, actually.
Moving? Really? Maybe if you're so easily inspired by political talking points.
But I knew the truth. We had been warned, which meant that the danger was very real. And I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. That's why I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene.
Right.
First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pads. That way, the astronauts would go from boarding lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a "closed for repairs" sign at the door to launch pad 1 in boarding lounge 2.
Okay, yeah, sorry. You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else did you do?
I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Terran.
But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it?
He'd already been through enough, and he's no good at lying to keep a secret. I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. My plan went well until...
Sorry. Clay's murder, huh?
Stop playing with your knife, Trutsy. Jeez, put it away.
After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out. But after all that effort, Terrence is dead. And the Hat 2 is destroyed. And the whole capsule, which had returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast. My home, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful Cosmos Space Center is done for!
Wait, what did he mean by the Hope capsule was lost in the blast? That's the bit I was thinking of. It's also, has this thing been here? Is this thing from 7 years ago? This capsule thing? Interesting. About the Hope capsule. I thought that the capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Terran. It had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with the asteroid samples inside. So, what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. The capsule was being held in a safe in Launchpad 1. But I gave it to Terran before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea was that, with it safely in Terran's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the staged, miraculous escape. But our precious research materials ended up lost in that
Ah.
explosion anyway.
But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe.
You misunderstand. The launchpad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence. It was the courtroom bombing from the other day.
Right.
The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens.
Ah. Yet another casualty of that blast.
Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching off the launch pads.
What? How?
The police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today.
Oh god.
A bug aboard my battleship, a tap on my advanced communication system.
A wire on that phone?
Yes, a wire on this very phone. I used this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launchpad switch. Just to the few select members who knew about the plan. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. The culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion.
And planted the bomb then. Yes, if they were tapping your phone, they definitely could pull something like that off. So you really think the same spies behind the incident, and the one from this incident, and the one from 7 years ago?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then this spy must be the phantom Prosecutor Blackwell's been chasing.
One second, need to. But Prosecutor Black told me once. The hunt I've been on for the phantom of 7 years past continues, even still. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center too.
So if we can find this phantom,
That's right. We'll clear Athena's name. And then, there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell as well.
what about him?
Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as in the current incident, it would mean that Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if, though.
I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in a court without handcuffs.
I think you'd be more dangerous with that knife. Ugh.
But if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in.
It's all over for me. Spin, whirl, whirl, I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed.
Do you think it's gonna be alright, Daddy?
Oh, well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into that Hat 1 mission, too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's a Hat 1 exhibit there. Oh, don't mind me. I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds.
That's really good. I love that line.
It's like he's achieved spiritual enlightenment or something.
I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Yeah, anyway, let's go visit the Space Museum. Yep, he's spinning. Okay.
You
See you,
spin
Director.
my head right round, right round.
That bit is so casual.
December 20th, Cosmos Space Center, Space Museum.
Let's see. Where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago?
To the left, I think. There. That's the Hat 1 exhibit.
Oh wow, look at that photo of the team.
There's Clay, Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, Aura Blackwell, and even Ponko. But I've never seen the woman on the right before.
Everyone looks so happy. Oh, except for Director Cosmos.
Let's check out the newspaper article too. Hat 1 launch imminent. And there's a photo of the Hope space probe. I guess it's only natural it doesn't talk about the murder or the sabotage.
They really were keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Daddy, take a look at that jacket.
It must be the Hat 1 team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing, and that one belonged to Clay.
Actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says.
Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it's Mr. Starbucks.
Hat 1 exhibit added to court record. Newspaper clipping, photo of the people involved with launch, and one jacket worn by the team members.
This is Franny.
Hello?
Hi? Oh. Miss Woods, what brings you here?
I heard Thena got arrested, so I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be in here at the scene.
You must be so worried. But rest assured, I'm gonna do my very best to defend her.
Thena's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her.
Huh? You mean the Space Cosmos Center? The Cosmos Space Center, even?
What? You didn't know?
Uh,
She used to live here when she was a little girl.
She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, can you tell me more in detail? Wait, about this. Yeah, the
I'm
bag?
very sorry, but I don't care about that.
That's not what the dialogue says, but I like it. Keep going.
The cough is very real.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Ah! Harsh? Okay. Sorry to bother you. Guess she doesn't give a shit about that.
Who's this guy over here with some glasses?
So tell us more about Athena and the Space Center.
Thena's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that.
But why was the psychology specialist working at the space research facility?
I don't really know. But I do know that she lived and worked here, so Thena lived here too.
So it was far from Athena's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it.
She probably didn't want to talk about it. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her.
And that sad memory is... Could you tell me more about it?
There was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago.
Ah, the same time frame as the Hat 1 launch. Of course.
Thena's mom in the robotics lab. She was murdered. What?
Change card.
After it happened, Thena stopped coming to school.
Poor Athena, and all this time she never let on at all.
I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her.
Hmm.
But I never saw her again. After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years.
So the first time you'd seen her in 7 long years was doing Professor Court's case?
That's right. And I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person, so cheerful and happy.
Could you tell us about when you were younger? What was Athena like as a child?
She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home. That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it. She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all of the emotions flying around.
Must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
Huh? I wonder what kind of research it was.
Because of her special ability, Athena couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories. Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role in... Quick, go back! Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center. Oh, Daddy, show her that picture!
Atta girl. Good idea. Where's the picture? It's not in my pocket.
You
From
just
the
got
exhibit,
it.
I think.
You just got
The
it. Tom.
exhibit. Yeah, the exhibit.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one. Oh,
that one.
God, I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna keep her defended well. She's going to jail. Here you go.
I'm never gonna be a lawyer.
As I said, my badge was useless after all. Thanks for that, Trucy. Anyway, Miss Woods, can you take a look at this for me? Hands the capsule.
Oh, look. That's Tina's mom. The
Mm.
woman on the far right. The one in the kimono. That's Dr. Metis Sykes.
Athena's mother's murder. Did it by any chance have connection with the Hat One Lodge?
What? Why, yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before launch.
Who'da thunk it? Just as I suspected.
But that wasn't the worst of it. I saw one of my staff members get murdered.
So, this is about the murder Director Cosmos was talking about. The one he heard about, he didn't see it with his very eyes. Does that mean that the crime Professor Blackwell was convicted of was the murder of Athena's mother? There's a chance that her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There is?
Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods. And please, try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her. So, we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena. We've got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in before the day is through.
The detention center first, then. We have to see Athena before visiting hours are over.
December 20th, Detention Center, Visitors Lounge.
Ugh!
Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer! Fancy meeting you here!
Hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business?
To tell the truth, I'm here to interview Ted Turnate.
Oh. The one behind the courtroom bombing incident? That Ted tonight?
Yes, he suddenly said he's ready to tell the truth about the case. And what he was saying was so incredible, I just had to come right over to hear more.
Right.
Incredible. What was he saying?
Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself?
Really? Us? Are you sure?
Ha 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 ha! I give you my special permission!
Oh.
Here comes the bomber now!
Oh, good God.
Yeah, we're prepared.
You
This
were
will have you,
prepared for
Tom.
You, what nerve have you to come here? You're here to laugh at me, I suppose.
There we go. Like I'd waste my breath on you. After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in hospital.
Violence, no question. Okay.
No violence? Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him.
I...
Fine. Then just answer me this, Mr. Turnate. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room.
What are you talking about? Who else could have been there?
I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. This person was there and witnessed the murder I committed.
That one bit of thing we didn't learn about.
Mm.
What?
I don't know who it was. But that's who blew up the courtroom!
You expect us to buy that?
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any Cyclops. So, I guess he must not be lying.
Pardon me, I got a little carried away. But I'm telling you the truth. I did not detonate that bomb.
And there you have it! We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're doing a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it.
Right.
We haven't found any new facts yet, though.
Huh. Wow. They laid it all out piece by piece.
Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them.
No. Looks like this it looks like his geek switch has been activated.
Phony Fanti bomb added court record. It was found in the boarding lounge 1 and detonated in courtroom number 4. Fragments are being analyzed. 2 pages.
Can't believe that's back.
Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning!
Anything but that?
I'm afraid I have to be off now, too. I was just about to question Miss Sykes.
You're going to see Athena now?
That's right. Oh, did you folks come by to see her? Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go! Justice!
Ah, what bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her questioning is over to see her.
And after we came all this way, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Space Center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
Alright, sounds like a plan. And away we go!
Boop, beep, boop.